back. You know, they're getting on that same page. Obviously, you know, well publicized the throwing they were doing away from here during phase one and stuff like that. And it's just going to take time and just plays and plays and plays and them talking. The cool thing about, you know, we'll coach it up. We come out here, we do it. We might fix something as coaches, but those guys have great dialogue amongst themselves, and that's when you can really take it to the next level when the players are really talking about it.
Well, what's the relationship been like between Pierre and Kendrick? I know you mentioned they play the same position, and it looks like, as Joe mentioned, Kendrick is playing with a lot of confidence now. Is he picking Pierre's brain a lot? Has that sort of been a pupil mentor type?
Yeah, I think they all kind of pick off each other's brains. Obviously, Pierre's played the longest, so people want to know everything he knows. But each one of those guys is kind of a motto we have in our room: know who you are, and know what your skill set is. And so I think Kendrick takes stuff from Pierre, but they're two very different players. But all those guys, I mean, they're all competing, no doubt, but they're all really tight, and they want to see each other be successful.
It's a route that I think I saw Julio ran with Shanahan. I saw Goodwin run it sometimes. It's like a 7-step stem, break to the post 3 steps, and break flat out. You know what route I'm talking about? I was just
Say it one more time.
So it's like a 7-step stem. I think it's 3 steps to the post and break flat out. And Julio was really good at running it with Shanahan. Yep. I was wondering, what's the do you have a name for that route? Or?
Yeah, called a blaze out.
Blaze out?
Yeah.
And you could go through like some of the coaching points for that route?
Yeah, they're working for some width. You kind of hit it right on the head. They're working for some width. They get vertical with their speed. Obviously, you mentioned Julio. Keith did a lot of them last year. Eldrick Robinson did a lot. We ran one today with Victor Bolden. So a lot of those guys are running those same routes. But yeah, just working for some width, getting vertical, using their speed, trying to make it look like they're going all the way down the field, breaking down, and the ball comes out. So
yeah, is that like mainly a man beater type of route?
It's man zone. It's whatever whatever we feel for the week.
Yeah, I haven't really seen it in a lot of offense except for Kyle's offense.
Yeah, it's a deeper comeback from inside the numbers. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And Marquise Goodwin, in the beginning of the year, last year, he looked like a lot of his production just came from like running those deep posts. And then when Garoppolo took over, he just looked like a much more complete receiver, running, catching passes on dig routes and things like that. Was he always more of a complete receiver, and Garoppolo just kind of unlocked that, or we made some big strides?
We said this last year. We thought there was more in than the tape always showed of him, just because he had a few clips here and there over his career that definitely showed that he could do more than just run really, really fast, which he can do at an elite level, we all know. And coming here, it took some time, but honestly, with when Pierre went down, Marquise got more opportunities to showcase some of his stuff, and I think he showed everybody how much of a complete receiver he is. The thing about Marquise that's special is he's always known he could do it. He showed he can do it, but he always wants more, and he's working to even be better at all that stuff. And that's why he's fun to coach.
And it's hard to tell OTAs, but you think he's made some more strides this year?
Yeah, I think his confidence level is really high. I think he thinks he can do whatever it takes, and the other thing about him is when he signed that extension, I think one of the coolest things he said was it can be him one play and it can be Juice the other play, and Eldrick Robinson, and it doesn't matter. This offense can spread the ball around, and it doesn't matter how many touches I get. I'm just going to go out and do my job, and it's been a great message for our group.
Interesting. Thanks. Yep. I'm Ted, by the way.
Mike LaFleur. Nice to meet you.
Can you talk a little bit about Kendrick Bourne and his progress? Did he pick up right where he left off last season?
Yeah, I think I was saying that last year, him not being here for OTAs set him back a little bit, like it would anybody. And so he got here in training camp, and he's trying to learn all the stuff that the guys have already learned. So it kind of put him a little behind. Obviously, we saw what happened in the back half of the season. He gained some confidence, understood what he was doing. When he got back, that confidence has always been there, so he was real confident when he got here. He's just been able to really dig into the details. TC and Katie have done a great job with him behind the scenes, giving him stuff that I'm not giving him, and it's showing on the field. He's having a really good camp, but he knows he's got a long way to go still.
Now, do you see the same kind of progression maybe from Dante Pettis? He's been a little quieter during OTAs, but is that learning curve that's happening? Yeah,
we're throwing a lot at Dante. We're throwing a lot at all those rookies, and it's a whole different system. No matter where you're at, it's just a different system. It's a learning curve, So we're moving Dante around probably more than we have other rookies in the past, but we think he can handle it, and he's improving day by day. The thing that I just want from Dante is I just want him to, whatever we focus in on that day, that one improvement, let's improve from that, and that's what he shows. He can take the coaching, he can apply it to the field and go from there. He he can't help if the ball goes his way or anything like that. It's he just needs to go out and do the best he can every single play, and he's definitely trying to do that.
Is that what's impressed you most about him?
Yeah, there's a lot that's impressed me. I mean, he's a really smart kid, and all the same stuff that we knew when we drafted him, the versatility, the hands, stuff like that. So he's got a long way to go. It's a different game. It's obviously, he's going up against 11 pro players every single snap now, and it's fast, and there's a lot of strength out there. So he's got a long way to go, and he knows that, but he's working to get there.
Is there anything that surprised you about him at all?
No, I mean, it's really everything that we saw from tape. Just a real versatile guy with good hands. We could tell from, I could tell from my meeting with him at the combine, the 30 visit we had here. He's a real smart kid. He understands ball. He has a really good feel. So it's really, so far, it's been everything I've expected as far as, what we were expecting out of him.
Great,
so, thank you.